Okay, it's not okay. I'm going lamb, Mediterranean grill. Lyrics be aiming to kill. Scalping thousands like I'm a Native American. You'll get your cranium peeled. Chopping toppers toxic like the uranium spill. Manian ill. Got a bulletproof vest dipped in vibranium steel. I make it look easy, believe me. I could be Stevie and still wonder. Had a white man gonna try to take down 144,000 kill monkeys. Don't get involved with no mushy feelings. Kill us by the thousands, it could be millions. Edomites, they the would-be villains wanna execute.
First and foremost, what's your name, brother?
My name is Mishapon.
Who?
Mishapon.
Mishapon. I'm Officer Kodash. Nice to meet you, man. Check this out, look. You said your people was around here, you say North America, basically?
Yeah.
The North where?
Eastern Woodlands.
For how many years?
Over 30,000 years.
30,000 years. So you're saying your people was here before Moses?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Can you prove that?
Yeah, it's all in the
Prove it. Show me. No, I'm not Googling anything. You have to show it. Because I can prove that Moses was only around 3,000 years ago, and you telling me your people was around 30,000 years ago.
The letter J was only here 2,000.
We're not talking about the letter J. It was invented in the 1600s. We know that already. We know everything you're saying up here. But what you're saying, I'm trying to understand your full argument so that we could present what we're saying properly and we can understand what you're presenting properly. And right now we need to start at step one. Step one, you said your people been around for 30,000 years. You got the 10th part? How long the world been here?
Tribe and descendants of the original people of Rhode Island, and evidence suggests that they lived in the area for
Suggestion. That's not proof. That's not proof. That's somebody's suggestion. That's not a proof. I need .org, ED. I need something that's scholarship that proves it. That's not proving it. That's Google. Okay, Google Jesus Christ right now. I guarantee you, show you a picture of a white man. That's purely. So why would I believe anything Google talking about? That's not proof of nothing.
This is proof.
That's not proof. So wait. Let me ask you this then. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me ask you this. So you believe your Google over the Holy Scripture? I'm asking you. It's a question. I'm asking you.
Google's technology.
I am asking you. I'm asking you.
Of course not.
Of course not. So let me get in there where it speaks on. You got it? All right. I'm gonna show you how long the Bible says the world been in existence. Cause you say 30,000. The Bible don't say 30,000.
I'm talking about my people and what I know from my history.
But your people can't be older than the planet.
Well, how can you say that?
How can your people be older than the planet?
Research my people, right?
My family is Indian as well, so you don't even know. You didn't ask me who you're talking to. Did I say I was black? I've never said that. You never heard me say I'm black.
Have you researched my people like I never?
I didn't say I have, but I'm saying my people's Indian as well, and I'm trying to, because I know for a fact if the Bible say the world hasn't been around 30,000 years, it's actually less than that. I'm not going to believe what you're telling me based off I believe the Bible. The Bible say believe the Bible or God over man. Right now you're a man trying to tell me something that's not corroborated with the Bible. That's what I'm saying. So I'm asking you to prove what you're saying, because if you are truthful,
I'm just trying to make my point.
but you're not proving it. I need you to prove it. The Bible, give me proof all these. Go ahead and read that real quick. You showed me a Google statement of someone said that with no scholarship, no backing, no documentation. And this makes it right? It's also in Bronx University a picture of the man Caesar Borgia that they call Jesus Christ. It's also in the university as well. That don't make it real. That don't make it truth. Go ahead and bring that out.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra.
1 second, King.
Chapter 14, verse 10. For the world has lost his youth.
The world is losing its youth. The world is slowly dying. Go ahead.
And the times begin to wax old. For the world is divided into 12 parts.
The world is divided into 12 parts. Go ahead.
And the 10 parts of it are gone already.
So 10 parts is gone already. Go ahead.
And half of a 10th part.
So that's 10 and a half of 12 parts that the earth is divided in. The parts is 1,000 years. So 12,000 years is what it's supposed to be the existence of the world. But right now it said we're in the 10th and a half part. So that's 10,000 and a half years. But you're saying you've been around 30,000 years.
So I said my people.
You're a people.
So this is the Narragansett website, everything. They put everything in facts. And it's going to say, this is not Google. Basically, what was it going to Narragansett people established their existence in this region more than 30,000 years ago.
Yeah, but where's the proof, though?
It's in your face.
No, they could say that, but where are they getting this proof from? What proves that y'all been around 30,000 years? Y'all got pottery from 30,000 years ago that shows your people on it? Or
my people have the longest existing powwow in American history. My people.
Existing powwow.
That's where, you know what a powwow?
I know what it is.
That's where the rest of America got powwow from. We have the longest existing powwow in America.
Okay, that may be true. It may be. It doesn't take away from the Bible, though, is what I'm trying to say.
Taking away from the Bible.
But you're arguing points with us against the Bible. We're up here to teach the Bible, for one. We're not up here to say you're wrong about your people. What you're saying is that, oh, the letter J, why you calling people Jew? We don't call him Jesus. We actually call him by his Hebrew name. We say Jesus to the people out here because they don't know Hebrew. So why would I speak to them in my native tongue and they don't understand me? Just like you can speak your Indian tribe language to me and I won't know what you're saying. It ain't gonna make sense for you to tell me, oh, his name is Iktuk. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. You see what I'm saying? So we're not gonna come out here and talk to people like that. We're gonna talk in the language they understand. And the world thinks his name is what? Jesus. We teach them that it's not Jesus. And for one, that the man that they actually worship is a white man named Caesar Borgia, the son of the Pope. And when he died, they wanted to immortalize him and make him the image of God. So they painted a picture, hired Michelangelo, the dude's boyfriend, and made all these images and pushed them in the world as Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, I respect it. And I only came in with one question. Well, it was two questions about religion, where it came from, how it was watered down.
Okay, so let's get into your questions then, right? Let's get into your questions, because I didn't answer any of your questions. He already did? Oh, if you're cool with what he asked you, that's fine. We won't even go back into it. Let's bring this precept, Mark. What you got, the precept for the Pope? What you got?
Con, this was Salakia. This was about the languages.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, Con, that's cool.
This is the book of Sirach, the prologue. For the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them. And not only these things, but the law itself and the prophets and the rest of the books have no small difference when they are spoken in their own language.
You see what I'm saying? It's basically just telling us that when we speak these things that is actually written in it, it holds more power. You understand? And we understand that aspect of things. But right now, our people and many other people, but we are here to speak to the so-called blacks, the so-called Native Americans, and the so-called Hispanics. Why? Because the Bible, and through Bible prophecy and archaeology, we have figured out and proven that we are the same people. Just like you came up here and said you are Indian, everybody out here would not think that when they see you, right? You know that and I know that. When they see me, they're not gonna think my mom is full-blooded Indian as well. My dad isn't, but my mom is. But they wouldn't think that. They just automatically judge a book by its cover. You understand what I'm saying? So what we come out here to do is to connect the dots to our people, not them, but to our people, so we can start to wake up, unify, and understand that God has a higher calling for all of us. But we're downtrodden and at the bottom of everything right now because God is calling to us and telling us what to do, but we're not doing it. And we're ignoring his calls and not doing all the things he commanded of us. That's why he said when the brother was bringing out earlier in Deuteronomy about the curses, the Lord said he was gonna put curses on us if we didn't listen. And we don't listen, so therefore we're under the curses. And through us being under the curses that was promised to those who break God's laws, that's how you know who you are according to the Bible. When God created the people in his Bible, he didn't name the people he created by the name of your tribe. He named you something else in that Bible when he created us. He didn't name me black or name him Indian or name you this or that and the third. All these different titles came from man.
So you don't think that Bible is man-made, is man-written?
Man-written?
Stories.
Now, the scriptures has to be written by the hands of a man, period. So we understand that fact, but the Bible explains to us how and why it was written by men, because God gave orders and told men to write it down because he knew for a fact that there were going to be a time when we were going to lose our culture, identity, and everything that is about us. We were not going to remember it. So therefore, he started having people write it down in a book. So when that time came, and then the time of the awakening was to come back, and we were supposed to start to remember who we are, it'll be documented proof of it to where we can go into it, read it, understand it, see the curses on us, and then connect the dot. Now, get Deuteronomy 28, a sign and a curse and a wonder. Now, like I said, he said he's going to put these signs on us. A lot of the signs the brother brought out already, the biggest one you could think of, like Deuteronomy 28:68, it says that we were going to go back into Egypt. Now, if you remember Deuteronomy, when he wrote that was the time when Moses was taking the Israelites out of Egypt, right? When he went and saved them out of Egypt and took them to the wilderness. And then in the wilderness, he went to the mountain, got the laws, came back, gave it to the Israelites and whatnot, so be it, right? And he told them if they don't keep these laws, they go suffer these curses. And one of the curses is Deuteronomy 28:68, which is saying that after you got sign and a wonder, bring that out first.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Forever. That means forever. That means we're going to be under these curses forever up until the time of the ending of this time age era, or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Once Christ come back and change it to the next era of time, where the end of Esau's kingdom and then the beginning of Jacob's kingdom happen, until that point, we're going to be under these curses. So when we start looking at these curses in the Bible, we have to start connecting the dots through the curses. Right now, according to like the Indian people or us, if you go to Deuteronomy 28:16, read that one first.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Cursed shall they be in the city. Now you can go to any city in the world right now. Who is at the bottom in every city? Who is the people that's there? When you go to any ghetto, any hood, who there?
So the people of the community.
Yeah, but who are they ethnic? Who are the people? The bloodline people. Look, it's so-called blacks, Hispanics, or Native Americans, right? So we know that's one right there. We're going to be cursed in every city around the world forever. Go ahead.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
And cursed in the field as well. Who's cursed in the jobs when we go to that field? Who's cursed in the strawberry field? Who was cursed in the slavery? Who was picking cotton? Who was cursed busting grapes and making wine for the people? Who was breaking down sugar cane in the Bahamas and Belize to make all kind of? Who's cursed in the field? The same people, right? So that's one curse that we know for a fact fits all three of them people: so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans, right? Go to what is that one? 54 or 45?
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
Now you know us as a people in our communities, like y'all, they have the Indians living on reservations, right? For the most part, for those that do stay on the reservations, there's some that's outside, because like my mom don't live on the reservation, but her dad did, but she doesn't. But the ones that do, we know for a fact that these people are very downtrodden right now. They're drinking their life away. They're very depressed. They're going through a lot of stuff. They gang bang just like everybody else outside of the reservation. They do all the bad stuff in that reservation the same way everybody outside the reservation do too, for the most part. The only difference is they're stuck there and they sign paperwork, and that's only one side of the Indians, basically the Gadites, according to the Bible, not the Reubenites. The Reubenites are still at war with America, and everybody else are trying to take them down. Those are the other Indians. Seminole Indians are still fighting for their rights. They're not settling for the BS. You understand? But some have settled and accepted the handouts and everything else, like the so-called black people. But we understand that these people have a hatred for each other. Just like us, a black man stepped on my shoes back in the days, what they used to do. People are killing each other over shoes, over jackets. We hate each other. Right. We hate each other's face, the way we talk, our black gums. We hate all that. You know how they say in the movies. Right. I hate your black gums. I hate your black. We hate each other, basically. And if you look back like in the 50s, the 40s, the 30s, we had more love to each other back then. We were brotherly love. We started community revolutionaries in progress and stuff like this to get each other together. You feel me? Black Panthers. It was about helping each other. Right. Building the backbone to our society.
So my thing is, I think the problem is the churches.
I agree with it. I believe it's the church as well.
I was going to ask you, do you go to church? I don't know if you would.
No.
Okay, perfect.
We are the church.
We are exactly. We're on the same level. So I think that's my issue right now is the churches, because the churches are funded by the government. The government controls all that. And
501c3. Yeah.
Something happens in the streets, the churches ain't marching with the people.
No, they're not.
Exactly.
Why? So let me get this straight. Based off what I'm hearing from you, it's like you think we're representing the church out here.
No. You guys are representing the word.
And the word represents the church.
The word, that's when you tie religion and with church. That's what you.
Because I've heard you say religion like 10 times.
Yeah. But
this is not a religion. We're not out here pressing religion.
It's in the churches. They tell you go to church to learn the word. Right?
Well, this is the thing when it comes to the church, the school system, the government system, the federal system. All that stuff is connected. It's all tied in together to keep us down, for sure. I understand that aspect of where you're going with it. But the thing is this: we're not out here to press religion. We're literally out here to destroy religion. That's what we're out here for, to destroy religion and let our people know that this Christian doctrine you're falling under ain't it. It ain't what God prescribed for you. Christianity is not in the Bible. They took the Bible and made it to fit their doctrine. But the Bible actually speaks against everything against their doctrines. Right. Understand that. It speaks against Islam. It speaks against Catholicism. It speaks against all these different religions that they done made up to try to make you fall in their subjection of their understanding of things. Because this is my thing. How am I, as a so-called black man, gonna allow the same man that subjugated me destroy my family, hurt my people for hundreds of years to tell me what my God is feeling and saying? What I look like?
Just by your statement, we're saying the same thing.
Exactly. But the thing is, I'm glad you came out to speak to us today, brother.
No, of course,
The
man.
thing is, I don't want our people to have a misconception. Like, a lot of our people won't even talk to us. They'll walk by here thinking we out here on some BS, when we're really just trying to wake your mind up to what is really the truth out here. You feel me? And
Things most people can't, everybody can't wake up.
they can't. Everybody's not meant to wake up either. But the thing is, it's our job to bid them to the marriage. The Bible tells us, go out to the highways and the hedges and bid our people to the marriage. God has a certain chosen people that he chose from the beginning of time that's going to ride with him to the end. From the beginning to the end and to the end to the beginning. They're going to ride with him. And he knows who they are already. And there's nothing they can do to stop that. It's going to happen. But the thing is us as the mouthpieces of the Lord, it's our job to come out here and do what he told us to do. And that's what we're doing. Those that have an ear for the Lord go come by and speak. Those that don't, they go forbear and keep it moving. You feel me? You got something? Go ahead.
This is the book of 2 Esdras, chapter 12, and I'm going to start at verse 37. Therefore, write all these things that thou hast seen in a book.
You see that? Remember what you said? Oh, who wrote this? Why they write it? It just said right there that write all these things that you've seen in a book. Continue.
And hide them, and teach them to the wise of the people.
Teach them to the wise of the people, right? And what's the beginning of wisdom? The fear of the Lord. So if you have a natural fear of the Lord, you're going to consciously seek wisdom anyway. And if you're wise, when you see brothers out here with Bibles looking like we look at me, you know I don't look like no nigga that's pushing no Bible. But when you hear me talk about the Bible, you're going to understand it's not what you think. Just like you didn't think Moses would be who he was because he just seen him kill an Egyptian, but he was actually doing that because God said do it. There's a law that we must uphold. If I see a non-Israelite hurting an Israelite, I am commanded to defend that Israelite's life, even to the extent of losing my life. That's a law of God. If we live by that one law alone, nobody outside of our nation of people will be able to do nothing to us. Do you understand that? It'll be a declaration of war. When I attack you or you attack me, that's just us having a spat amongst our people. But when it's another nation that's not of us attacking us, that's a declaration of war. Right. People don't understand that. And we allow these type of things to happen to us because we're not walking in wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Continue? Or was that it?
No. And teach them to the wise of the people, whose hearts thou knowest may comprehend and keep these secrets.
Oh, Salaki. Yeah, see, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get you to understand, make sure you understand, and at the same time, we're giving an acclamation to you because we can see that you're the type of person that will take what we're saying and truly use it and manifest it and make sure you fully grasp it before you spew it back out or before you just denounce it if you don't agree with it. You're really going to hear it out first. You feel me? And that's always a good thing when it comes to our people, just to be able to communicate. You understand? Go ahead.
This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 16. All scripture is given by inspiration of God and is profitable for doctrine.
Yeah, you see that? All scripture, all the writings are given to us by inspiration of God. You feel me? Go ahead.
For reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness.
Okay. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 8, verse 1. Moreover, the Lord said unto me, take thee a great roll.
Take thee a great roll and do what with it?
And write it in with a man's pen concerning you want me to read it? Maharshala Hashbaz.
You don't have to read the name. That's really the point. Is he said, get the roll, get a pen, and write on it. Basically, that's what he said. So that's why the men of the old times started writing down everything because they were told to write down what they seen, so that we'll be able to have the information for later purposes. Because think about it, what's the most biggest book in the world right now? The Bible. And what's the most destroyed and attacked book in the world? The Bible. Every time a nation goes against the people of God, what they do, they always make it illegal to have a Bible. When they put us in slavery, what they did, they made it illegal for us to read the Bible. They can have it, but we can't. Even when they let us go to church at that time, what they used to do, they had to have a so-called cool nigga come in there and teach us the Bible the way the master told them to teach us the Bible. And as soon as they found out he was teaching it wrong, what they do, they sent a white man in there to sit right there on the side of him the whole time and watch him teach it. And that was after Nat Turner did what he did and read it and understood it the way he understood it and took flight. After that, it was a law in the U.S. legislation that they had to have a white man in there every time because they didn't want another uprising or rebellion because we didn't got the spirit in us from reading the Bible. You understand? And then after that, they changed it up to make it look more docile. But you got to understand, just like slavery was changed, people think slavery is over. According to the Bible, it said we're still in slavery to this day. We're still in captivity. Why? Because we're subject to payment. So we're still captive. It's just in a different way. And when it ended, I got y'all. And when it ended back then, what happened was they changed it from public slavery to private slavery. That's all. I mean, from private slavery to public slavery. That's the only difference. It went from private shareholders, different plantations owning us as slaves, and now the government own all of us, period. That's all that changed. But people thought they were made free then. But it wasn't. You ain't free. What you got? You got the precept?
Starting with the social security numbers.
You got it. You got it. The birth certificate, the social security number. The birth certificate, when you sign a birth certificate, what are you doing? You signing your baby over to the government. You just gave the government full access and permission to your baby. This is your baby. That's their baby now. And the social security number is the number that they give them to identify that particular person later. So yeah, this is my property. They actually, that number has a, what is it? I forgot. It's an EIN number that goes with it, that they could use that. They got like a federal bank account somewhere with that number. They actually can access that. The federal government, you can't, but they can. They make bread off of you just living. Like, this is what we're doing now, but you think you free. Go ahead.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 1, verse 10.
Uh-huh.
For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision, whose mouth must be stopped. Wait. It said there's a lot of vain people out here, man. And it's mostly our people that talk craziness. And it said they mouth must be stopped. How do we do that? Who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake.
For lucre's sake. See, we're not out here asking for money. We ain't out here asking for donations. We ain't asking for none of that. We teach the word of God because we love God and we want God to forgive and accept us and come back and save us and all our people. Not just us, but all our people. Those that's doing what he say and the ones that don't do what he say. But we know that we have to actually do the work for the work to be done, or it's not going to be done. He utilizes us as his movement on the planet because the Most High is not leaving his throne. You feel me? So he utilized those things he created to get his agenda done. You got your precept still? Or are you getting a new one? All right, go ahead, finish that.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 11. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. That's
why our people are here killing each other. Because there's so many false doctrines out here that our people are lost, man. Our people are confused right now. Everybody thinking they something like our people. If I ask all these brothers, excuse me, bro, let me ask y'all one question, just walk by. It ain't gonna be long, I swear to God. I just want to ask one question. I guarantee y'all probably all have different answers. What's y'all ethnicity? You're African American, black, what are you? All of y'all say African American. Do you know Africa is a continent and America? So how can you be both continents? You see what I'm saying? You can't be both continents. How are you African American? It's two continents. It's over. But our people are so confused and lost, and they spread this word out the same way that it just said right there, that it makes us hate each other. Because I can't love you properly if I don't understand you, if I don't know who you are. If I think you're going to hurt me, whether you will or not, my mind is going to create scenarios in my head that's going to have me on the defense all the time for no reason. And that's where paranoia sets in. That's where wrong preconceptions of things come in. And then our people start moving in a manner that's detrimental to your own health or detrimental to the growth of your society as a whole. And we start decaying slowly. We start dying and start listening to the folly that comes from people that hate us. They come over here and tell us all this and all that, and we go for it because we think, oh, who gonna love us better? The man that give us a gift every month now. He gave me AFDC, he give me county money, he give me WIC. They give me this, give me that, so I think they love me now. They help me pay my rent through Section 8. They give me the, you feel me? The gift destroys the heart. Our people are here destroyed from the gifts. We wouldn't need a gift from you if you didn't come here and do what you did. We wouldn't need it. Why no one questions why we need your help? Right. No one questions that. Right. They just be thankful for the help. No, I want to know why I need your help. I wouldn't need your help if you didn't kill my people. If you didn't snatch me from the continent, bring me over here and make me work for you for free. I wouldn't need your help. I'll be able to do what we've been doing. Build our society, build our people, and have kings. Mansa Musa. You feel me? Have kings really ruling stuff. But instead, I have to help you build your society just to be treated as less than in your society that I built. And I'm supposed to be cool with that. I go to work 12 hours a day and you take out whatever you want on my check before I even get paid from my own check. And I get whatever left over and then still got to pay on top of that. Everything I buy, I got to pay you some more. Everything I own after I buy with the same money you tax, I got to pay taxes on that annually. Right. Like taxes on taxes on taxes. Like, come on, bro. Are you serious? It's bananas. You got what you holding?
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, start of verse 7. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee.
We won't listen to God, man. God say this all the time. We are the most hard-headedest people on the planet. As much as he beat us and subjugate us to turmoil and pain and chaos, we still don't listen. He given us an easy blueprint to get out, and we won't do it. Why? Because we're, what do you say? We're sottish children. Sottish means we're stupid.
But
Go
the
ahead.
house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted.
See that? Impudent and hard-hearted. There's no way for us to even understand that everything God does for us is because he loves us. That everything your mother and father did for you is because they loved you. Every time they whooped your butt, it's because they loved you. It wasn't because they wanted to whoop you and see you cry. It's because they needed you to understand what you did was wrong. And there's worse punishment that can come than this if you continue to do that. And that's what God is telling us on a daily basis. You had a car accident because you did something in the past that you needed to be judged for. The Bible says the Lord's judgment is like a ring. It's karma. What goes around comes around. You understand? That's right. Fuck them. But we don't, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We don't like crackers out here. It's just that simple. we with all that. Do your thing, right? You feel me? But like I say, it's always a blessing. It's an honor for you to give me conversation and me to be able to commute and converse back with you. It's always a blessing because, you know, our people, it's sometimes it get rough out here, man. Just trying to talk to our people. They come in a nice spirit and as you know, the devil jump on them and it's over. Now they tripping. And you was able to maintain your spirit, your composure, no matter the whole time, and still present what you needed to say in a proper manner. That's a great growth thing for us as a community. If everybody could just move in that energy, we can get somewhere faster than what we think. You know what I'm saying? All praises. What the brother Azariah at?
Death to Babylon and its princes. Esau blood on my fringes. Mawaflaba ball. Fuck the white man and his bitches. The most high making the decisions. Mawaflaba ball. Kwam Yasharala be the witness. The prophecy fulfillment of the scriptures. Mawaflaba ball. Death to Babylon and its princes. Esau blood on my fringes. Mawaflaba America. We the workhorse on that racetrack. This shit was built off the blood of a slave back. No matter how hard y'all wish I could erase that. Take a look at history. It's kinda hard to face facts. Embrace that. Native blood is what you reek of. We are the true Hebrews the Bible speak of. Fuck a dog, I don't want him close to me. Fuck a kufi, a cross, and a rosary. Fuck a yarmulke, wait till it's my turn. I'ma swing a pussy from his stupid ass.